Welcome to our first trek of the day, from Chukchilan to Quilotoa. We start at the bottom of the canyon. Can you hear the stream flowing through it? If you dare, you can take a look below to see it too. This trek is part of the Quilotoa Loop, one of the most popular hikes in Ecuador. It takes us from one deep valley to another. Those green fields in front of you will accompany us along the journey. We are getting higher and higher. Don't be afraid. The routes are safe, despite the steep ups and downs. Mostly locals, but also some adventurers walk here every day. You wouldn't have guessed that this trek takes hours, would you? Our destination, the Quilotoa Lake Crater, lies ahead. Turn around to see some local dwellings. From here you can observe how high the lake is, its altitude reaching 3,500 meters. For that reason, the water of the lake is quite cold, just like the area in general. Ascending down from the village of Quilotoa and its crater, we reach this beautiful countryside. Soon we will arrive at the town of Zumba. We can already see some lodgings in the distance. These majestic rocks are part of the Tuachi River Canyon. The canyon was formed about 1,800 years ago and is up to 100 meters deep. Finally, we come upon some civilization in the town of Zumba. This market is held every Saturday and is frequented almost exclusively by locals. Watch the vendors sell ripe bananas and other fruits. Llamas, hand-woven textiles, and goods showing exquisite craftsmanship are also sold here. Let's go back to nature. We are currently in the Mindo Cloud Forest, home to many waterfalls and exotic birds. Hop onto a cable car that safely takes us above the beautiful green forests. Mirador de Teleferico is an observation deck which can be reached by a cable car. You can see the city of Quito spreading between the mountains. Let's continue our trip and head towards the Pichincha Stratovolcano. It's an active volcano. The last eruption in 1999 covered Quito in ashes. With the volcano looming above us, it's interesting to note that in the 18th century, a man climbed into it and compared what he saw inside to the underworld. Pretty spooky, isn't it? This is Ruku Pichincha Summit, which is 4,698 meters high and is one of the two peaks of the Pichincha volcano. The hike up here is quite challenging, but look, you can almost touch the clouds. The view of Cotopaxi volcano might remind some of you of a post-apocalyptic world. It's one of the highest volcanoes in the world, and just like Pichincha, it's also an active one. Finally, some shelter. This one is called Refugee Ojos Ribas, and it is our last stop before climbing all the way up. Though the last climb doesn't take that long, it's strongly advised to take a guide with you. Check out that view. It's definitely something you can't forget. The Cotopaxi National Park at its best. The harsh terrain reminding you that there is a real volcano just waiting to wake up. It's good to take a break from a nice trek and relax with some alpacas. Those are raised in packs here and used by locals to carry heavy loads. This tranquil place by Laguna de Limpio Pungo is the perfect place to end our trip. Though it's difficult to spot them, you can even hear some native birds.